Hello and welcome to the Authoropod podcast. I'm your host Revati, and today I have grabbed the opportunity of meeting up with Sameer Gudhate. Sameer Gudhate is a literary wizard. He has received the Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Motivation Award for the year 2023 and 24 for the best book reviewer in India, as a recognition to his commitment to bringing the gap between an author's vision and a reader's insight to a close. And also, let me tell you that Authoropod honored Sameer with its Storyteller of the Year award at the Authoropod Annual Awards this year. We at Authoropod highlight the power of storytelling and celebrate its role in shaping our perception of the world. He is ranked among the top 10 reviewers in India on Goodreads. He is often featured in leading dailies. He has been honored with the Attainers Awards for 2024 for celebrating his roles as an author, a poet, editor, and a book critic. He has also won the National Award for Book Reviewing from Indian Literature and the Art Society. The list goes on, and let's free up some space for Sameer himself to take over and share his journey, his achievements, and insights with all of us. So hello and welcome to the podcast, Sameer.
Thank you, Revati. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction of mine. Thank you so much.
We are honored to have you today.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let's begin with requesting you to briefly introduce yourself, Sameer.
Thank you, Revati, for the opportunity. So to introduce me, I believe you have done the work very easy for me. But then starting on, I graduated with English literature and then was into a corporate job for around 12, 13 years.
All right.
And in 2013, I decided to move away from the corporate job, did something of my own that didn't work out.
All right.
So went into marketing consultancy. And then around 2-3 years ago, I started with book reviewing. When I started with book reviewing, it was after that I became an author. As of now, I have some 4 or 5 books of mine which are available on Amazon. I am a poet. So the books is a mix of fiction as well as poetry. And to my credit, I am one of the key book critics in India. And that is what pretty much I do. Apart from that, I am a beta reader. I am an editor. I help people with their manuscript. So this is what I do.
Beautiful, beautiful. So one man and many roles to do.
I always say that I wear many hats.
Yes, of course you do. Yes. So, Sameer, recently you were honored for holding a record for reviewing 365 books for all those 365 days of the year.
Right.
So, with a full-time job, how did you manage to achieve this feat?
See, first and foremost thing, I don't have a full-time job.
All right.
Okay. I work as a marketing consultant. I work as a content consultant.
Okay.
So when you are in consulting, it doesn't consume a hell lot of time of yours.
All right.
So taking that into consideration, I get a lot of time through which I devote it to all the literature related activities.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So how was your journey throughout? So reading, I just wanted to ask you this. Were there no holidays at all? Or how do you plan your thing? Because reading throughout the year and a book a day is something like, it's really questionable. How do you manage to do it? And how was your journey throughout?
See, first and foremost thing I would like to tell you is my reading speed is too fast as compared to a normal person. Now, if you ask me why is it too fast, I can take you to my UPSC aspiration days wherein I wanted to get into the IPS services.
Okay.
Now, at that point of time, I used to study for 12 hours continuously. Okay. I used to study for 14 hours with a break of 2 hours, we can say. So during that period, I just used to read and read.
Yes.
So it was during that period, my reading speed increased tremendously as compared to a normal person. So if you consider an example, if a normal person is able to read in a minute a single page,
Okay.
I am able to read 4 pages.
Wow.
Okay.
Hmm.
And when I am reading, it is not a mechanical activity which happens. Okay. All the things which are going in my eyes goes to my brain, it is processed, and then it goes ahead.
Wow.
Now when it comes to book reviewing, okay, I follow a very strict what you say process of mine. Okay. When I am doing book reviewing, it is I am doing professionally. It is not a hobby or something like that. I do it professionally.
Yes.
So my I set a timetable. The day the book arrives to me, on the same day it is decided on what day the review will be up. So I follow a very meticulous process that I need to start reading on this day. I need to finish it on this day. Irrespective मैं कितना काम कर रहा हूँ, मैं शायद 2 घंटा कम सो जाऊंगा, but I will make sure that I follow my timetable.
Wow.
And then it goes on. So I have a pretty much a standard system when it comes to ordering the book. The book gets delivered at my place, and then the whole process starts.
Beautiful.
Now, when it comes to the book, the world record which I made, okay, frankly speaking, with the kind of reading which I do and the kind of writing which I do, that is a daily task for me.
Okay.
And frankly speaking, I don't consider it as a task, because at the end of the day, I am a literature lover.
Yes.
I graduated from English literature. So it is very easy for me to read it, analyze it, and express about the book. So that is how it all happened. And when I started with book reviewing, it was not at all something that I will be doing this world record or something of that sort. It just happened.
Yes.
One fine day, I went to my database, how much books I have done, because I do it on 6 different platforms. I review it on 6 different platforms.
Okay.
So I went to Facebook, I grabbed all the data, and then I said, okay, I can try for something like this, 365 days, 365 book reviews.
Yes.
So that's how it happened.
Okay.
And when I say 365 book reviews, 365 days, it is a book review is published every day. At times it happens that for me to complete a book, I do require a couple of days, sometime more. So reading, analyzing, and writing about the book is a continuous process for me.
Right, right. So something, your passion has driven you so professionally that this achievement has been a breakthrough for you in your career. Beautiful.
Right.
So let's move on to the next question. So being a part of Team Authoropod, I have recently started learning author woos, one of which is marketing and promotion of books. You, as a literature lover and an ardent reader, how do you think we can together find a solution to this to change the scenario?
Okay. See, when it comes to marketing and promotions, unfortunately in India, the Indian authors, they don't have any knowledge of what marketing is all about.
Yes.
Okay.
True.
Unfortunately in India, everyone feels that marketing is sales.
Yes.
But that is not exactly what it is. When I give out my marketing talks, I clearly differentiate between what a sales is and what a marketing is. So unfortunately, we don't have the marketing knowledge. Hence, we are not able to sell our products.
Okay.
Now, when I go out, I do the talks. I make sure that I plug in my books. I make sure that I plug in the anecdotes which are in the book. And hence, it is an indirect promotion of my books.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And at times, in interviews like this, subtly I do the promotion. Okay.
Right.
Now, this is in my case. But unfortunately, marketing is something which requires a huge amount of money. And we really don't know what the process of marketing is. So we don't put in the money. And hence, authors have no visibility. And with no visibility, there are no sales. So the most important thing is you have to be visible everywhere as much as possible.
That's true.
This is the very short mantra which I can give you.
That's right. That's right. True, true, true. Very much. So when you are spread out, you have to spread your wings really wide so that people get to know at least some part of it and try to connect with you and they can move forward with their journey. Lovely.
Right, right,
Right.
right.
So what do you think can be done to promote more and more reading?
See, first and foremost thing,
Hmm.
in the school level, we are never taught to read.
Right.
So it starts from there.
Hmm.
I was fortunate enough that I had parents which who always encouraged me to read more and more out of the syllabus.
Right. Okay.
But then there are very few people these days who actually read. And when I'm saying people, I am talking about the parents. So
Yes.
unless and until a kid doesn't see the mom and the dad reading a book, how is the kid going to read?
True, true.
So the most important thing is parents should read in front of the children.
Yes.
Also, school plays a big role in reading. Now, I know that schools have libraries. Kids are taken over there once a week. But what the kid does is he or she just takes the book, he brings it home or she brings it home, and again it is given back to the library without even turning a page.
Yes.
It's an unfortunate thing, but that is what the reality is all about. But as we people who are readers, we should go out, we should talk to people, we should tell people what are the benefits of reading, and only because of that, reading culture will expand. Unfortunately, in India, it's going down day by day.
Yes.
There are many newspapers which are shut down. There are many magazines which are shutting down. Reader's Digest, at one point of time, I used to read cover to cover.
True, true.
If I am not wrong, Reader's Digest is no more today.
Yes, yes, it has shut down.
So parents and schools, they need to act very proactively to get the child to read more and more, which is out of the syllabus.
That's true. That's true. Yes. So as Gandhiji rightly said, so be the change that you want to see in the world. So we as parents and every individual who wants people to learn more and increase their intellect has to start reading a lot. That needs to come back.
Yeah. To what you said, I would like to add that I have a daughter who is 11 years old. Okay. She sees me reading every day, day in, day out, but she doesn't read. Okay. And at one point of time, whatever I used to get for her were only books.
All right.
So she has a collection of somewhere around 100, 150, 200 books. But unfortunately, no page is turned.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Probably her way of learning is different. Right. So for reading doesn't work out for everybody, right?
Probably. Might be.
Yes. So what, according to you, is literary success?
See, forget about literary success. Let's talk about success first.
Right.
Okay. Success to everyone is different.
True.
For someone, a big bank balance, a heavy pocket might be success. For someone, he or she is known to many people, might be success. For someone, a big fancy car might be a success. For someone, having a latest iPhone might be success. So success is a very term which is very different for every individual.
That's true. Yes.
When it comes to literary success, the same thing applies over here. With all these awards and recognitions, I don't think that I am a successful person. Because awards doesn't make you successful. Okay, they are very much essential. Okay, but success is what you believe in. For me, writing a book is a success story. I making a non-reader a reader is a success story for me. Okay, I writing out something which is in your heart is a success story for me.
Right.
So success is a completely relative term for every individual, and he or she has to decide what exactly is success for her or him, and then the same applies to the literary success also.
Right. So it's like to each his own.
Sure.
Yes. So as a reviewer, did you ever have a book where you were forced to write a good review despite the book not deserving it?
Yes, of course, that happens at times because when you are professionally into book reviewing, there are newbie authors or people who they don't know how to write. They don't
Right.
know how a book is all about. They don't know how to present their ideas in a book.
Right.
So it happens. So I'll share an example with you.
Hmm.
Uh, there was an author with whom I was working,
Hmm.
okay, and she was very much involved in the review writing process.
Okay.
So I told her, Madam, you are paying me to read the book,
Okay.
but you are not paying me to write the review as per what you want.
Hmm.
If you are very much interested in that I should write whatever I you want,
Hmm.
I am not that kind of person.
Okay.
But
Okay.
then it is generally a author's demand that
Hmm.
only good things should be written about the book and the author.
That's
But
true.
if you see my reviews,
Hmm.
okay,
Hmm.
it has the negatives of a book also.
Okay. Okay.
Because I personally believe no one is perfect.
Hmm.
And no book has that quality of a 5 star or a 10 star.
True.
Something is missing out of the book. And when I am a book critic, it is my job to
Hmm.
let the people know that these are the positives and these are the negatives in the book.
Right.
So yes, at times authors are very much particular that they want only these kind of things. They
Hmm.
want these kind of words. They only want praise about the book. They only
Hmm.
want praise about themselves. But
Hmm.
then I don't pay heed to them. I bluntly tell them this is what it is. The review will have the positives. The review will have negatives.
Hmm.
And if it has a 1 star capability, I will give it a 1 star.
Hmm. Hmm.
If it has a capacity of 5 star, I will give you a 5 star because my
Okay.
reviews are 100% honest reviews.
All right. Okay. So this brings me to a question like, as I said, nobody is perfect, and a book might lack something which the reader is looking for. So, have you ever experienced a feedback from an author or a reader who was happy with the book? We need not go to the author at all. Let's talk about the reader who was quite content with the book. He had a very good review about it, but your review was totally contradictory. And did you happen to face like any backlash because of this? And did people say that what you reviewed was not honest, or they were totally against your review?
Uh, Fortunately, it has not happened with me
Hmm.
till now. Okay.
All right.
Uh, Readers are very happy with the reviews. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Most importantly, the authors are very much happy with the reviews. The
Okay.
publishers are very much happy with the reviews. I'll just share a small example which happened a couple of days ago.
Hmm.
I had reviewed a book.
Hmm.
Now, the publisher, when the review was online on Amazon, the
Hmm.
publisher called me saying that it is a very big review. We
Okay.
would want you to cut some sentences out of it.
All right.
Now,
Okay.
when a publisher tells me to do these kind of things, at in the earlier stage, I used to say, okay, what is that you want me to review? But
Okay.
not now.
All right.
Now,
Right.
I told the publisher that every paragraph of mine is built on the earlier paragraph, and I
Hmm.
really can't do anything which can be cut.
Okay.
So then they said no, but Amazon पे बहुत बड़ा review है. It
Hmm.
is a good review for a blog, but it is
Hmm.
not a good review for Amazon. I said nothing doing. It is
Hmm.
going to stay the same way.
All right.
Okay. Then they said, okay, not a problem. Give us some time. We will get back to you.
Okay.
In the meantime, the
Hmm.
author,
Hmm.
she went through my review
Hmm.
and she got connected with me directly.
Okay.
And then she told me it is a very fantastic review.
Mm-hmm.
I had not expected that someone will review the book this way, the way you have done.
All right.
And she
Okay.
repeated the same words that every paragraph is built upon the earlier paragraph. And
Okay.
she said that the publisher told me that there
Hmm.
is a problem in the review.
Hmm.
Hence, She thought that she should talk to me directly, and she was very happy with it.
Okay.
She told me that there is no need to edit the review or cut the review. Apart from that, what she told me is she is in talks with the higher up from the from the publisher, so that my review will be on their website.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
That is yet to happen, but yes, these kind of good or bad experiences do come to you when you are doing professional work, and it is not only in my case. ये जो good and bad experiences है वो हर एक को आते हैं.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
So may I say that you have been quite par with ever bothering about what the person. Yes, it's like walking on a needle or a bed of needles, where your review. Have you ever been like felt that you are being biased or being too honest? That would hurt the author's feelings or the reader's feelings. Yes, you told me that you've been quite honest, but at times have you doubted this?
I don't think so. I have done that. Okay. But then, as I told you earlier, I take my job as a book critic or a book reviewer in a very professional way. There are at times when a book comes which is like completely different from what your thought process is.
Right.
Say, for example, if I am a left-winged when it comes to the political scenario, I get books which are from the right-wing authors. So there is a chance that I may look at it in a very biased way.
Right.
But then it is my professionalism which goes into reading the book, analyzing the book, and then framing the review. So whenever these kind of things happen, I don't take it anything personally. I see book as a book, and my job as a critic to write a review and praise it as much as possible, criticize it as much as possible.
Beautiful. So you're pretty clear with what you do.
I believe with that clarity only I was able to make 365 book reviews in 365 days.
True. So let's move on to the next question, where being a reader as well as a writer, how do you flip your roles?
See, this is a kind of question which I just faced yesterday by a family member of mine. And you are not the first person to do it. Literally everyone does it. Okay.
Yes.
For me, switching roles is very easy. Okay. I believe it is very easy for everyone, but unfortunately, we tag on to the roles which we play and carry those roles in the next role which we play.
Right.
So when it comes to I being an author, I am an author. When I am a book critic, वो मेरा author का जो switch है वो बंद हो जाता है and book critic का शुरू हो जाता है.
Yes.
For me, it's as simple as that. You might say that it is not simple. For majority of the people, it is not. But trust me, if you decide, it is possible. And I personally believe that whatever happened yesterday should remain there and start today with a fresh day. So same analogy applies to the different roles which I play. And hence, for me, it is an easy task. It is just like an actor who is playing a villain in one film and playing a hero in another.
That one. Yeah. Right.
The actor doesn't carry the role with him.
Right.
He goes to the set, he performs, he moves to the next set, he again performs.
Yes.
So I believe I do the same thing.
Right. So it's all about the belief that you have in your role. So
I personally believe it is what you decide upon.
That's true. Beautiful. So as an author, how do you promote your books?
As I told you earlier, wherever it is possible, I do subtle plugins. Okay. I write on various platforms. Over there, my introduction is an author, a poet, a book critic, and so on and so forth. Okay. Recently, I did an 13 article series on author branding.
Okay.
Now, why I was able to do it? Because I am an author myself and I am a marketing consultant.
Right.
So I know both of the ends. And what I did in the series was I amalgamated my experience in marketing and my experience as an author. So wherever it is possible, I do it, but
Okay.
not every time is the right time.
True.
Like at a family function, I am not an author. I don't talk
Right.
about my books.
Right. Right. Right.
But wherever it is possible, I make it a point that I plug in, and I believe that it is a continuous process.
Yes. Yes.
It
Yes.
is a continuous process.
Okay. Yes. Very
Yeah.
true. Very true. So just like at times when, as you mentioned, a family function. So when you happen to attend one, unless people mention it, you yourself cannot bring it out. So yes, and promotions keep happening, and whenever you find an opportunity, you keep promoting yourself. That's how it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. It was great sharing, great of you sharing so many insights and your experiences that you've been having in your literary world. That was a great learning and beautiful experience talking to you, Sameer. This brings us to the end of the interview. Thank you so much for being a part of Authoropod today.
Thank you, Revati, for the opportunity you gave me to be on your podcast, share my thoughts,
Yes.
and thank you about everything what you will be doing for me henceforth. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sameer. And we wish you all the very best for your future endeavors.
Thank you, Revati. Thank you.
Thank you, Sameer.